Two United States Army AH-64 Apache helicopters crashed in Alaska on Thursday, April 27, while returning from a training flight, marking the second accident involving military helicopters in the state this year. According to John Pennell, a spokesperson for the U.S. Army Alaska, each helicopter carried 2 people, but he did not have any immediate information about the condition of those involved. The crash site is located near Healy, Alaska, and first responders were immediately dispatched to the scene. The 2 helicopters were from Fort Wainwright, which is based near Fairbanks, Alaska. The U.S. Army Alaska released a statement confirming that the crash was under investigation, and more details would be released as they became available. Austin McDaniel, a spokesperson for the Alaska State Troopers, stated that the state agency was not involved in the response. This latest helicopter crash follows a previous accident in February when 2 soldiers were injured after an Apache helicopter rolled after taking off from Talkeetna. The aircraft was one of 4 helicopters traveling to Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage from Fort Wainwright. In March, 9 soldiers were killed when 2 U.S. Army Black Hawk medical evacuation helicopters crashed during a routine nighttime training exercise about 30 miles northeast of Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Healy, where the crash occurred, is a community of about 1,000 people located on the Parks Highway in Alaska's interior region, approximately 10 miles north of Denali National Park and Preserve, or about 250 miles north of Anchorage. Denali is home to the continent's tallest mountain and is a popular tourist destination. Healy is also famous for being the town closest to the former bus that had been abandoned in the backcountry and was popularized by the book, Into the Wild, and the movie of the same name. The bus was removed and taken to Fairbanks in 2020. The cause of the latest helicopter crash is currently unknown, but the U.S. Army has launched an investigation to determine what happened. The crash comes at a time when the U.S. military is grappling with a high rate of accidents involving helicopters and other aircraft. According to data from the military, the number of accidents involving military helicopters and other aircraft has increased in recent years, with many of these incidents attributed to budget cuts and overworked pilots. In addition to the recent crashes in Alaska and Kentucky, there have been other incidents involving military helicopters in the past year, including a fatal helicopter crash in California in August 2022, which killed 5 people, and a helicopter crash in Florida in May 2022 that injured 4 soldiers. The U.S. military has pledged to investigate these incidents and take steps to improve safety and reduce the number of accidents. The AH-64 Apache helicopter is a twin-turboshaft attack helicopter designed and built by McDonnell Douglas, now Boeing. It is equipped with advanced avionics and weapons systems, including laser-guided missiles, rockets, and a 30mm automatic cannon. The Apache is one of the most advanced attack helicopters in the world and is used by several countries, including the United States, Israel, and the United Kingdom. The U.S. Army operates a large fleet of Apache helicopters, which are used for a variety of missions, including close air support, reconnaissance, and attack. The helicopter has a crew of 2, including a pilot and a co-pilot, gunner, and is capable of operating day or night in all weather conditions. The Apache has a top speed of approximately 182 miles per hour and a range of around 300 miles. The U.S. military has a long history of using helicopters for a variety of missions, including transport, reconnaissance, and attack. Helicopters provide unique capabilities that cannot be replicated by other types of aircraft, such as the ability to hover in place, land in small spaces, and fly at low altitudes. However, operating helicopters is inherently risky and requires highly trained pilots, advanced technology, and rigorous safety procedures. In recent years, the U.S. military has faced increasing pressure to improve safety and reduce the number of accidents involving helicopters and other aircraft. In response, the military has launched several initiatives to improve training, upgrade equipment, and enhance safety procedures. For example, the U.S. Army is currently developing new helicopter simulators that can replicate the flight characteristics of different aircraft and provide more realistic training for pilots. The military has also taken steps to address the underlying causes of accidents, such as overwork and budget constraints. In recent years, the military has increased the number of pilots and maintenance personnel, as well as invested in new equipment and technology to improve safety and efficiency. Additionally, the military has increased funding for safety programs and training, as well as implemented new safety protocols to reduce the risk of accidents. Despite these efforts, accidents involving military helicopters and other aircraft continue to occur, highlighting the ongoing challenges facing the U.S. military. In addition to safety concerns, the military also faces other challenges, such as budget constraints, geopolitical instability, and changing technologies. As a result, the military must continue to adapt and evolve in order to maintain its readiness and effectiveness in the face of these challenges. The recent helicopter crash in Alaska is a tragic reminder of the risks associated with military aviation. While the cause of the crash is currently unknown, the U.S. military has pledged to investigate the incident and take steps to improve safety and reduce the number of accidents. As the U.S. military continues to face a range of challenges, including safety concerns, budget constraints, and changing technologies, it will be important for military leaders to remain vigilant and proactive in addressing these issues in order to maintain the readiness and effectiveness of the U.S. military. Please subscribe for more.